Hey Anthony, how's it going, man?
It's going.
So today, as you can probably see, we're gonna check out Valkyria Revolution.
Giant robots.
Giant robots. Did the original have giant robots?
Yeah, it was about resurrecting ancient technology and shit like that.
Okay. So, I guess, I should probably, while the opening movie is playing, I'll give you a little bit of an idea of, like, what the storyline is, right? This isn't set in the same universe as Valkyria Chronicles, any of them. This is actually set in a completely different universe, but it still has that, alternate timeline kind of thing.
Right.
I think if correct me if I'm wrong, but like Valkyria Chronicles 1, it was like, it was alternate World War II or something, right?
Well, yeah, kind of. It was an alternate version of Europe.
Okay.
And there was an empire, and then there was a little republic, and the empire tried to move in and that type of shit.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the same idea, but it's now set in the Industrial Revolution. It's kind of set in that alternate Europe as well. So, it's kind of like that. So let's just jump right in, because let's not waste time. You're probably not going to see the loading screen, but that's okay. Our listeners and viewers can. I'm going to load the town in the game because I think it's kind of interesting to kind of check this out. And, this isn't like any of the Valkyria Chronicles games, I'll tell you this now.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
The book narrative thing.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
Kind of cliche.
Yeah. But it's literally like a history book. And the presentation is actually really cool because you can actually go through different cutscenes via this way, it's and you can really dial into what's going on. And,
I forgot the first one did this too.
Oh, really?
I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, because one of the characters in it is a journalist, and she after the war, she writes a book about it, and it's her book about the war.
Interesting. So I've never really played through, both Valkyria Chronicles games, so it's kind of nice that you're here with me, kind of telling me
there's three of them.
Well,
there's three other ones, but we never got the third one though.
That's what I was going to say. The third one we never got, right? So.
Right. And then, but there is no excuse for anyone, and I'm not saying you, but you can still get the originals. There was a re-release last year. People forget.
That's true. That's right. So this is kind of like the town of the game. I'm sorry. Am I talking over you?
Well, no, it's fine. I was just going to say, I have that re-release.
Nice.
From last year.
I should probably pick that up when that's on sale, but yeah, so this is the general town of the game. So what's kind of interesting about this is that you're also going to go to town to kind of talk to what people, generally think about the war as well. And as always and stuff, you have your different materials that you can buy from different places. And the more you actually progress in war, the more they'll actually be able to trade with surrounding countries that have been affected by the war.
I gotcha.
So it's kind of a neato idea. So... And from time to time, you'll see people, friends and stuff that actually hang out here, and they're called circles, like social circles, in a way. But it's not like the social link kind of situation and stuff.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so there's textiles, and what you can actually do is, with all the materials that you get, you can actually order different materials to be made, like coats or gloves, and then you pick the actual crafting materials to, to kind of contain, to kind of be part of that new armor set that you're making.
And it makes an armor set that could be resistant to heat or something.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing that's really cool, and I don't know if Chronicles actually did this as well, but you buy one set of armor, it applies to everybody. It's not just you. So
I don't remember. I have to look at that game again.
Okay.
I remember the original had permadeath.
Oh, yeah. I don't think this one does. I don't think this one does, thankfully.
Yeah.
So
not if the characters were in the main story, they're the ones who are focus of cutscenes, there's not permadeath. But if it's expendable characters, it's kind of like how Fire Emblem takes it to the new extreme because everyone can die.
Of course.
And that changed the narrative. But in this one, everyone, there's only a group that aren't permadeath, and then the rest are permadeath.
Right. So I'm gonna ask you, so what's your history with with Valkyria Chronicles? Because it's a turn-based strategy game, and me, I don't really get into those. How do you feel about those games?
They're unique because there's real-time elements such as aiming. At least the first one, you could aim for headshots and things like that. And usually there's a grid square-based system.
Yeah.
But in this one, there's a little field that you can move in real time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So here's like, what's that?
The presentation is a little, it's kind of got that variation of the what you see in I can't even think of it. Visual novel presentation, except with character models.
Yeah. So this is like, when you can initiate, conversations with circles. Actually, the funny thing is this is kind of throwing me off because when I saved, I was actually in a completely different area, but somehow it threw me in here. So, this is kind of like really weird to me. Like, wait, I've never even discovered this when I was playing the game, but all right, I guess that's cool. So the girl on the right is the princess. So she's the leader of Jutland, and she's a daughter of the leader of Jutland, and she's a lot more like kind of like, hey, let's go to war. She's kind of gung ho about that sort of thing, I feel.
And then midriff here.
Yeah, midriff, battle ready armor, right, or bra.
Yeah, midriffs in Victorian England, that was totally appropriate for that time.
Of course, yeah. This is like an alternate industrial revolution, obviously, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes, and the princess goes into battle like that, by the way. So in case you're wondering, like, no, it's, they're talking about dress codes, which, it's kind of boring. So we'll just try to skip through all this stuff. Jesus Christ.
Which is the blonde hair or the brunette, the princess?
The brunette. The more formal one.
I would have questioned if the blonde was the princess. Really, Sega?
Right. Yeah. So, and here's like the menu system and stuff. Like, this is the gear, and again, like, you only get one set of gear, and that applies to everybody. There's different stats on a per character basis. The presentation is really cool. I mean, it looks like you're looking through the dossiers and stuff. And then tactics. I never really played around with this yet, but this actually allows you to control the AI. The AI is kind of dumb. And here's the circles I was telling you about earlier. Fashion Fiends, I guess, is their name. Okay. So
yeah, midriff and shorts, that's really appropriate.
Yes, super appropriate for war, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully this is the end of the map. Yes, it is. So we'll start going into the battles, because that's why you're watching this. That's why people, on YouTube are watching this, or wherever we post this. So let's go right into the battle, because you'll be really surprised how the battle system is.
Okay. Wow. This art style still works, though, after what, like a decade? Because the first Valkyria Chronicles came out in 2008.
Yeah.
It was, it's funny, the first Valkyria Chronicles was part of that set of PlayStation 3 games that it didn't really change it, but it was the ones that showed, we're probably going to be, we're probably going to have a better lineup than the Xbox 360.
Sure, yeah. I believe that.
Because the first 2 years, I mean, the only real game that we got, I mean, we had, what's that one fucking game, that Heavens one with the scantily clad chick?
Oh, God, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was from the guys who did
Let's do this.
The new Devil May Cry, the reboot.
Oh, Ninja Theory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Heaven Blade or whatever?
Heavenly Sword?
Heavenly Sword, yes.
Oh, God. I'm totally sucking at this.
Huh, this seems very different. No wonder why you can actually play this game.
Yes and no. So you notice, like, each enemy has like two bars. They have a bar up top, then a bar on the bottom. The bar on top is their health. The bar on the bottom is their action meter. Oh, wow. Somebody's already incapacitated. And maybe it's the princess. Let's see.
Let's see.
I guess we...
And you get a long-ass tutorial.
Yeah, a lot of tutorials. And there's like status effects. Where's the other person? Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, it is the princess. I
love when JRPGs give you status effect tutorials and you're like, yeah, I know this from other games.
Yeah. So the interesting thing is you absolutely cannot attack if your action meter is not full. You can't even do anything. You can't even support people or anything like that. And the thing is, if you block, it's actually not going to recover it as fast. And also, you're probably noticing, like, why is Alex, like, mashing that 3-hit combo over and over? Well, when you hit the X button, you have no choice. He will automatically, like, do that. Like,
Button mash.
Yeah, I'm just literally pressing one button, and he's doing, like, the 3-hit combo.
It looks like a cool combo.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
the princess is fucked again.
No, she's got full life.
Oh, okay. Looks like she's your healer.
Yeah.
But I do see what you mean about the AI being dumb. Oh, I'm the healer, but I'm going to hit people.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be, like, in the front lines and stuff. So that's kind of...
You know what?
Uh-huh.
You know what? You've always complained about Persona 3's Fess's AI, but I remember not having trouble with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You know, Yukari would heal and give me buffs as appropriate.
Right.
This one, it's like, oh, I'll heal a little bit and then runs into battle.
It's weird because, like, you know, we'll go in another battle again. But, like, it's weird because, like, they're, you know, in a way, like, that you can control the AI, but it's not intuitive, right? Like, it's, you know, I mean, there are things that you can do. Like, for example, like, you can go and tell people, like, hey, throw a grenade at this location. I'll show you, like, in the next mission after this that I'll be able to do that. But
Okay.
like it's not like hey, take cover, you jackass, because you're getting pelted by fucking machine gun fire, you know, that sort of thing. They'll just kind of stand around and be like, oh, well, you know, what are you talking about? Herp derp. It's like, no, dude. Like, fucking, you know, like, take cover. Like, you're not Superman. You're not invincible.
Well, these AIs need to learn.
Yeah.
And Superman is not invincible. Let's correct that.
Sure, but invincible enough.
Mario Superstar invincible. That's more accurate.
Sure. All right.
Except when you fall into a pit.
Yeah. So you're noticing, like, I've just been really attacking with, you know, with a sword. And yes, you can block and run with a sword.
I gotcha.
So it's kind of weird, right? Like, you know, like, you could do this. Oh, wow. Okay,
Whoa,
that sandbag
that
is
was
gone.
cool.
Yeah.
Is that a
Hi,
good
Commander. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you can also, like, you know, hide and cover and stuff like that as well.
This seems like a very refined, more tactical version of Dynasty Warriors, which I like.
But it's not, though.
It's not.
That's the thing. And like I told you, if you hit the X button, you do your 3-hit combo. You have to commit. See? I just hit the X button once.
And that could, because of animations and frame rate, that could leave you open for attacks.
Yeah. But yeah, I see what you're saying, that, yeah, it could be a bit more strategic and stuff. It totally can be. But it's certainly not a battle system that fans of the series might actually be okay with.
Of this series.
Yes. Because I'm, you know, as I mentioned before, I'm far removed from the series, because I never really, you know, played the original. But, you know, as far as this game's concerned, I feel like, you know, okay, so we're gonna throw a grenade.
Well, there's a reason why this is called Revolution and not Chronicles 4.
Yeah.
Because those 3 games were also, they took place in the same world, the first 3.
Right.
Which we never got.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we only got the 3rd one. We never
got the 3rd one, yeah.
I never played the 2nd one.
Mm-hmm. So,
because I was just skeptical on how it would translate to PSP.
It should be okay. All right. So we're going to try to shoot him. I don't think we'll have a good view here. Okay, we still got to hit him. But if you look at my people, they're just kind of like, all right. Yeah, look at that. The princess.
The healer is running into battle.
What the fuck are you doing, princess?
Wow.
Yeah. So you notice that guy has got, like, double, like, you know, shot, you know, teardrops or whatever. That means, like, he's getting a little bit panicked.
I think I could dig this game. Just, I have to concede with you, though. This AI is, you know what, fuck being politically correct. It's retarded.
It is, right? Like, it's really
retarded. Yeah.
Okay.
I might trigger some people.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was gonna go to the front, but I'm like, wait, I have this back area. Fuck it.
super anime warrior who is impervious to damage, which is cool because I like that trope.
Well, I can also like run and just go for the commander. And if you remember in Dynasty Warriors games, you go for the commander, morale drops, and that's what that meter is on the very top. It's a morale meter. Like the more
might be a very refined version of Dynasty Warriors combat.
It's a lot less mashy. I guess you can say that, but I don't know. Comparing this to Dynasty Warriors is kind of like might be doing it a little bit of a disservice, I think.
Okay, kind of an insult.
It's not really an insult. It's more like they seem to be very different games because it's not like mash friendly at all.
Yeah, I see.
Because check this out. I'm mashing the button right now. Nothing is, okay, like my action meter is building up really fast, but otherwise it's not really like, it doesn't, earlier it wasn't building up as fast. And I have a feeling it's probably because of the morale system, because we have really high morale right now. But, there's not much strategy, though, if you think about it. It's like, hey, go for the commander, kill it. It's like, okay.
We'll see but that could change in later battles.
Well, that's why we're going to go through, like, the next battle as well, because that's the next story battle. That's the one where, the actual missions actually vary and stuff like that. So we didn't even try to block too much, and we got, like, S rankings on that, So,
yeah.
So we're going to go to the next story battle. And mind you, this is very early on in the game, so for the people who are actually, like, worried that we're spoiling a lot, it's not really... This isn't too far in the game, thankfully.
What's the matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's going on. I just know some princess, and then there's a girl who wears a midriff.
There's also that, like I said, like if you see Jutland on the lower corner right here, basically like the Ruzi Empire is the evil people, the Russians, I guess, if you will. Right?
How appropriate for the age we live in.
Right. And then so basically like we're trying to basically take over Ipseria this time around. So it says capture all the bases, so we're going to try to do that. And here's the map. We're just gonna kind of skip through this. Basically, like the whole idea is we're gonna zigzag our way to the main, fortification, but capturing bases along the way. And there's only really two bases, and this should be pretty easy. I'm gonna change my squad because so that way you can kind of see some of the characters and stuff like that. So it'll be select team. We're gonna try to replace. Wait. With Helena. Replace Godot with Bridget. Because these are all the friends and stuff.
Wait,
like,
she also has headphones?
Yes.
Midriff? Shit.
Yeah, midriff and headphones, because that's
Why
a very...
midriff?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
She always wears the midriff. Like, nobody changes clothes here. Like, they don't do laundry. They just wear the same clothes every single day.
Unless you buy the DLC costumes.
Oh, dear Lord. Actually, that's a good thing you mentioned that. The DLC so far is going to be free.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting.
Unlike Persona 5?
unlike many games these days that give out, DLC.
Ipseria was a point of strategic importance.
So this is kind of, since this is a story mission, it's kind of giving you like the idea of what's going on and stuff. Giving that like war documentary feeling and stuff, with like the maps and the little, I don't know, like Carcassonne looking things.
Oh, Carcassonne.
I don't know, like that's what I'd call them because they're
meeples.
Meeples, I guess. I mean, they're not really meeples, but they kind of most certainly would look like meeples if they were like on a fucking.
They do look like meeples.
Well, if they were like on a table and then like. How like all those like war movies kind of like have a table and they push them with like, I don't know, like these shuffleboard looking push things. I don't even know what they're called. I'm just, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. I don't know what the fuck they're called too, but
yeah,
it's war strategy, dude.
Yeah,
war strategy.
So we've been playing a little bit more about this game, like quite a bit. Like, what do you think of like the music and the voice acting so far? I mean, this is by Yasunori.
Acting, to be honest.
Okay.
But the music is fantastic.
Okay.
It's Matsuda.
I'm okay with the... I guess I'm only okay with the music. I feel like it's kind of underwhelming for me.
But, yeah, it's good, but it's not his best. You know, Matsuda's best is, you know, those kind of trilogy of games, Chrono Trigger, Xenogears, and Chrono Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Those are his best soundtracks.
Do you feel like, you know, as the time has gone by, he's just not... some of his compositions have just been kind of samey?
A little bit, yeah. Even in, as much as I like Stella Glow, which he also did recently, it's, you know, it's a little bit more whimsical, because if you listen to certain tracks in Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and Xenogears, they're really amazing. And I'm one of those guys that I am not. I'll go ahead and say this again. I am not a Chrono Cross fan. I do not like that game, and you were with me on that.
Oh yeah.
But as much as I don't like that game, I hate to say it, but that might be Matsuda's best soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Xenogears comes pretty close, but I think Chrono Cross wins because there's more tracks. But because there's more tracks, that always doesn't mean that it's better, right? But there's more tracks, but those tracks are just as good.
Right. So notice I'm actually throwing a grenade and time stops.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a weird thing, but I'm kind of okay with that. So there's a big contingency of people there. So and I guess they don't see us, so we're just gonna go through the back here.
You're just fucking them up. Real quick too, before someone corrects me. Yes, I know Uematsu also did the Chrono Trigger soundtrack. Before someone comes in and corrects me,
a lot of people did, right? Like I think there was like also one more person that did it.
I don't think so. The reason Uematsu stepped in was because Matsuda was supposed to do the entire soundtrack. He got like a stomach virus or something.
Yeah, I remember. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he filled in a few tracks. And you can tell, like, if you listen to as much Uematsu or Mitsuda as Alex and I have, in Chrono Trigger, you could tell which ones are the Mitsuda and which one's the Uematsu.
Yeah, totally. Oh, look at that. Okay, yes, we're going to capture the base. Don't worry about it. We already did it in the previous thing. And yes, we know the morale meter, blah, 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 blah. It's like we've never played, like, a game like this, Anthony. Oh, shit, no. Don't vault. Don't vault. Fucking crouch, you jackass.
Oh, let's attack.
Okay, so you notice I don't have grenades anymore. So what I can actually do is give orders and then go to Helena and be like, hey, bitch, like, throw a fucking grenade and stuff. But you don't get, like, the little reticle.
Are those girls wearing spandex shorts too? Jesus Christ.
I think so. So look, she's going to throw the grenade. There you go.
This fucking game, dude.
It's an alternate reality, Anthony. Gosh, don't be such a, spoiled sport, or I don't know. I'm just kidding with you, obviously.
I like the absurdities of games. I don't dislike it. I just like giving a shit. I like DOA 5, and that game's absurd in its costumes.
Absolutely. Super absurd.
Completely absurd. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we've captured this base, obviously. So we're going to try to push on forward. So every time you actually capture a base, some of your supplies actually get replenished. Like, for example, your ammo and your grenades and stuff. So, and again, like you said, it feels kind of like a compromise between the old style of gameplay and and Dynasty Warriors in a way, but definitely less Dynasty Warriors in some cases.
Well, I see elements of Valkyria Chronicles 1 in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the way they do AoEs and how you can attack. Yeah, stuff like that, like moments like that with the gun. Yeah.
Begin the lesson.
Okay.
So yeah, I actually am very interested in picking this up down the line.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually a budget title. I shouldn't say it's a budget title. It's $40.
Okay.
At launch. So, so there's certainly an appeal to it. Like if you pick up, if you're if you're thinking hey, I just happen to have some time to, to play this game, sure.
I really need to get Witcher 3 though.
Yeah.
Instead of playing Persona 5 again.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 2 months of my life.
Yeah. But tell me a little bit about your, how you feel about this game. I mean, it certainly saying you're kind of liking how this game is and stuff. Like that's actually
I like how it looks. I like how it plays. My only concern with this game so far, though, is again, I've seen the AI act really stupid.
Yeah.
So that's my main concern, which could be problematic later on. But the giving orders seem like it kind of depletes that to a degree. But you don't need the healer rushing into battle like we saw.
Oh yeah. It's certainly not that difficult right now. And again, like you can block in any direction. It'll just slow down. I mean, look at that. Like,
but I remember Valkyria Chronicles, one of the things I'll give that game, and I like that game a lot.
Like, holy shit, are you seeing that? Like, Sarah is just chasing after that guy. He's not even stopping, dude.
Oh, and look what happened.
Yeah, she's, like, afraid now. God damn you. Goddamn motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck him. But with Valkyria Chronicles, one of the things that was interesting about it, and this is where I get concerned about the AI, is remember Valkyria Chronicles, you didn't really control anything by AI, but the battles got increasingly difficult, and I mean in a traditional sense, not because a lot of games difficulties are literally really hard to crack these days, but this had an old school difficulty spike where the game did get more difficult. As you went along.
Exactly. And you're probably curious what difficulty we're playing this at. We're playing this on normal. There's only normal and easy in this game. So that should give you an idea how difficult it is. Also, another thing that annoys me, cover is not always available. So you remember, like, I was taking cover, like, over there and stuff? Like, only certain corners have cover.
That's dumb.
Yeah, so you're not entirely safe. So this is not good because we got this guy right here. So what we'll do is we'll try to emit like a smoke screen here.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that way we'll we'll kind of take advantage of, the confusion. We'll get this commander as well. So, as you can see, like the actual strategy is super simple. Like it's not like Valkyria Chronicles levels of, complexity in terms of that,
Right. Let's be honest, too. The SRPG is not an easy genre. Even Fire Emblem has its own complexity. Some people say it's a little bit easier, but SRPGs aren't the easiest games in the world.
Yeah, but also, like, in terms of, like, converting this from an SRPG to, like, an action game, like, do you feel like this is actually doing a fairly good job at it? Or
it's doing a really good job of it. Yeah, it has its flaws, as we talked about, but I think for the most part, I like how battle is done. I like when, the strategy involved. There seems to be a little bit more strategy as you move along. I like that. And I think that's really good. It's got a good system. Again, how is the AI going to compromise that strategy later on, though? That's my question.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I feel like it's... Oh, God, I'm stuck inside him.
Glitch!
Oh, wow. We actually caught that in the video. Holy shit, yeah.
Glitch.
And the thing is, too, like, when you're slashing, you move forward. So it's not like I'm deliberately trying to get stuck in there. It's just the character got stuck in there, Oh, there's a healing area. Okay, cool. And you can notice I can target different body parts. I'm using the left stick to the right stick to actually target each. And then I use like the R2 button. Oh god, I was stuck in it again. Son of a bitch. You do have a roll, that you can use as well. And that actually doesn't use like, your action. The block doesn't use any of your action points. But yeah, like here, like I can't actually like take cover here for some reason. It's kind of dumb. Like it has arrows to tell you like, hey, you can take cover here. I'm like, why should I, why should I wait until that happens? It's kind of silly,
Yeah.
Like, look at this.
It's really weird.
Look at this. I can rush down at him with a block button and be like, hey, I'll just throw this grenade in your face.
How did you get more grenades?
Because I captured that base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I confused the enemy. Okay.
And killed them. Well,
Yeah.
you can't really confuse something that's dead.
Yes.
I have a point.
Yes, you do. Okay. Ah! So, I mean, that's kind of the gameplay loop right now. Is like, I'm gonna rush at them with like this. I'm gonna kill their commander, ruin their like morale right now, and they'll be scared because I killed their commander. You know, and
Fuck them up.
yeah.
You're like, yeah. Fuck them up.
Wow, this commander is really blocking because he has a shield, so we have to attack him from behind. But I'm actually gonna
Giant
attack.
sword.
I'm actually gonna attack the other guys because, you know, they fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they're wrecked. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they got wrecked.
It's pretty neato. All right. And I think this is actually a really good place to stop this recording. So I don't know, Anthony, like your final thoughts. I know I keep asking you your thoughts because I'll be honest. I don't feel like I feel like it's a good attempt to try to make, you know, Valkyria series like a little bit more open when it comes to like you know, like a genre, you know, like because by making it an action genre, it can actually attract more people. But I'm not convinced that this is the 100% the right way to do it. You know,
Well,
like,
we'll have to play more because it's and see. Does the questions that remain are: does the AI compromise? Does
Yeah.
it do that?
There's
You know.
no trace of intelligence. He has the eyes of
but so far, like, what do you think? Like, you said like you want it.
I mean,
so-
I think I'll pick it up. I think it looks like it's a solid game. It has flaws. What game doesn't?
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like it's a solid addition to a great year in JRPGs thus far. Though, let's be fair.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
we got Backyria. Of course, we got the big motherfucker, Persona 5. Didn't Prompto come out the
Yeah.
other day?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I gotta download that. I heard that's actually really good.
yeah. That's better than Gladio from what they said. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to give that one a go.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, like this just adds to what's already been a really good year in the JRPG world. So
yeah, absolutely. So, all right, guys. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little thing. Please. My inner Asian is coming out. Like, please comment below.
oh fuck,
Please,
triggered.
Triggered. Please comment on the below, or subscribe, of course, to us if you guys really enjoy these, or if you want us to actually continue playing this game, let us know. So, thanks again, everybody, and we'll catch you guys later.